What's up, everybody? We are live here in Dallas, Texas at GEEKLETES Studios. I'm your host, Tony Monk, here at Spot On Sports with my guys, these famous guys here, Brandon Walker of the Walker Review.
What's going on, people?
And there's Bruce Taylor,
get it, man.
calls
Let's
the
get it, man.
TT's Baller Nation on KKEIF and radios. Guys, you doing all right?
Chilling, man.
Bless, man.
It's
Just
been gone
trying.
for 2 weeks. I'm pretty sure you guys missed
Yeah,
it.
man.
Yo, got some debate. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, man. Guys are running.
Let's get started. As it stands right now for the NFC playoff picture, the Vikings, Eagles, Rams, Saints, Panthers, and Seahawks will be in if the season ended today.
Mm-hmm.
But no team seems to have separated themselves. We will debate who is the best team in the NFC. B-Walk, I'll give you first take. Who you got?
Okay, I'm going to do some unorthodox things. I'm going to pick actually two, like a 1A, 1B kind of thing. So this is where I'm going. 1A is the New Orleans Saints. So, as you guys can tell, Alvin Kamara, my man Ingram, they both can honestly combine to have, not combine, but they can both combine for this season to have 3,000 yards together from rushing and receiving. And then Drew Brees, the last time they actually made it to the Super Bowl, they actually had an active running game. This running game they have right now is more than active. So, and honestly, I trust their defense when Lattimore is on the field. When he's on the field, I always say their team has a chance to win. 1B, I'm going to give it to the Philadelphia Eagles. As much as it pains me to give it to them, hey, they're still standing at top. Okay. I've always said their season has been kind of easy. They haven't played anybody until now.
We saw schedule.
We saw what happened when they played those Seahawks and Russell Wilson.
The truth came out.
It really did. And I've been saying that because, hey, their schedule is finna start getting harder.
Yeah.
So they could easily move out of 1B, and then I could be sitting, hey, maybe Minnesota, but I don't know about trusting Case Keenum right now.
Maybe Minnesota.
Not trusting Case right now.
Well, I want to piggyback off of B Walk's analogy. He actually picked my team, the New Orleans Saints. No, it's okay because I'm glad that you brought up things that I had a little insight on myself. As in Alvin Kamara and Mark Ingram, they both have 600 plus rushing yards this year. And also with Kamara having 600 plus receiving yards out of the backfield. So I mean, I think over the last 6 games they've been combining like over 1,200 yards from the line of scrimmage, and that's a lot. It's tied for a lot in NFL history, man. Once again, Drew Brees is not the most dangerous person on this team. It's actually the running game. Now, when we want Drew to throw the ball and pick you apart, he shall. And this defense, let's look. B Walk already brought it up with Lattimore. He's a rookie out of OHIO. Shout out to Free Zeke, man.
Free Zeke.
He's shutting down. Wow, I mean, he's getting guys. I mean, him and Jalen Ramsey are some of the two most young talented DBs we have out here. And also Manti, we forgot about him. He's found a home in New Orleans, playing really good linebacking.
Finally, I'm glad he found a home. Jordan
Cameron, still a staple, a captain on the team. Got drafted by the New Orleans Saints. Vaccaro, hey, a Texas guy, back on the field, just shoring up that back end, man. And I just feel
they done a lot better on defense.
And you still have the championship coaching. Don't forget that Drew Brees and Sean Payton have been to the Super Bowl and won it. So with that experience and with that new young fresh legs with Alvin and Ingram coming along, hey man, the sky's the limits for the Saints, man.
As of right now, the Saints sit 4th in the NFC playoff race, Bruce.
Right.
At 9-3.
They have a tough division, maybe the toughest division in the NFC.
No, I agree.
Okay.
I agree. As of right now, my team,
who's your team?
I think is the best team in the NFC. It's the Minnesota Vikings. Why?
You trusting Case?
Yes, I trust Case.
You're putting your faith in Case.
Because what has Zimmerman showed you with this team? They plugged in Teddy Bridgewater. They were formidable. He got hurt. Enter Sam Bradford. They plugged him in. They were formidable. He got hurt. Enter Case Keenum. They plugged him in. They're the best team in the NFC. What have they not showed you? Why they're not the best? Now I get it. The Saints, they're fun to watch. They're flashy. Everyone loves Alvin Kamara.
The Vikings are just as fun.
Listen,
not really.
They're not.
Case Keenum not bringing the flash and flair to the Vikings offense?
They have
okay.
a very good defense.
Solid.
That
Solid.
can match up with anyone.
So I've heard.
Saints, the Rams. Don't even get me started with
I honestly feel like they were playing better defense last year, but still this year they're just very good.
They're okay.
Yeah. Sendejo,
They're okay.
Harrison Smith, Trey Wayne.
Solid.
Like they have the guys.
They all right.
I saw more from Xavier Rose last year.
Xavier Rose,
Rose still a
Trey Waynes,
Yep.
Everson Griffin. I can name the players on the defense.
44.
It's a facade, Tony.
It's not a facade.
It's a facade.
Bruce, what are they not showing you? Why they're not a good team?
I feel like they would be a more versatile team if they had Teddy, but I understand why they're not moving Case Keenum out of the starting line.
He's hot.
You do not mess with the hot quarterback when he's in his groove.
You don't.
That kills your entire season. But I feel like it's gonna get to the point in time where it's gonna get to the playoffs. The moment's gonna be too big for Case. He's gonna throw a pick, make a fumble.
But
Something's
that's
gonna happen.
the thing. Outside of the Saints, which
Right.
the only thing I would give you, the moment it was technically, the moment is technically too big for every single team that's here. Okay, let's say Cam gets in. He was here a couple years ago, so he's a guy's been there. But
Right.
the Eagles are new to this. Technically speaking, they haven't been in a while. The Rams are new to this.
True.
They haven't been in a while.
And that's honestly that's why
The Saints.
it's very premature.
How long?
What?
How long has it been since the Saints?
Less than a decade. No,
That's a long time.
less than when the Vikings last time Vikings went.
The Vikings was just a couple years ago.
Guys,
The Vikings went to where a couple years ago?
Playoffs.
And where did the Saints go a couple years ago?
Say who is gonna be the best in the
Look,
NFC right now.
you have
Very
Drew
premature.
Brees. It is premature, and I do
You have
understand
at
that.
least 6, maybe
I said no. I
7
said that's why I said no one has separated themselves.
This is what I'm saying to you. All the teams you called out, what do they have in common? They're inexperienced, and they don't have the experience. We don't really know what they have, except for the one team that I've called out.
No, because technically
You don't have
technically speaking, the most experienced team is
No.
Seattle.
No. Stop it.
Seattle,
Stop.
No.
It's the Saints.
Sean Payton has been there
They
since.
went there before.
the Saints were 7-9 like the last 3 years.
I'm saying if
Seattle has been in those same years.
who went first? The Saints went first.
Bro,
They-
you're talking about something that happened almost a
Look,
decade
what I'm saying
ago,
is
bro.
the same coaching staff is there with the same Hall of Fame quarterback, okay? You give the Hall of Fame quarterback and coaching staff some new toys to play with. You understand me? Now look, the Seattle Seahawks are good, and I like them. The defense is formidable, but the back end is depleted a little bit. They have no offensive line. Now I love the fact that Russell runs around in a circle like Frank Tarkenton and throws the ball. It's beautiful, but it's not going to work in the long haul, okay? He doesn't have a running game behind him. Your wide receivers are average, okay? Your best wide receiver is a tight end who you don't even utilize, okay? And it's Jimmy Graham. Now, the Saints are ready in their prime for a championship run. And I'm telling you that because the coaching staff, and you have a quarterback who's seen it, been there, done it, and you have the line, offensive line, defensive line, running game, defense is all a good gumbo. No pun intended. But you
get off Bourbon Street.
You stop it, man.
You know why?
Stop it, man.
Minnesota Vikings.
You drinking that purple Kool-Aid.
And all of it.
Purple stuff.
Man, you ought to see my refrigerator. I got all types of purple Kool-Aid in there.
Hey,
Purple
That's all
drink.
I've been drinking.
That purple drink, baby.
Purple
Because you know why? Case
Purple
Keenum
rain.
and the Vikings are the best team in the NFC. They got the defense. They can still run the ball, and Dalvin Cook got hurt weeks ago. Case Keenum is not just a bus driver. He's
Adam
not
Thielen.
just a game man.
He's not. So
He's
why
not
did
seen
why
his
he
play.
just why did he stay in LA?
Adam Thielen gets
Why didn't he stay in Houston?
We're not talking about LA.
He's a bus driver.
We're talking about what
He's a
doing
bus
in
driver
Minnesota.
who has switched
He's fitting his
buses
system.
because his
And he
shift
looks
has
good.
changed. Look,
Adam Thielen gets
Look.
open.
Adam-
Stephon Diggs is
stop it.
Cal Rudolph.
stop it.
Guys,
Look,
Come on, man.
what I'm trying to tell you, though, Tony, and I love that you have that energy. What I'm going to tell you and the Spot on Sport fans out there is keep that same energy when January come, okay?
The Vikings. What did the Vikings not prove to you? What did they not prove to you, Bruce?
we don't know yet. We still have 4 more
and
games
that-
left in the
And that's the problem.
That's the problem. You can't say that.
Subscribe, comment. Let me know if you think them Nolan boys is ready for the playoffs, man.
Coming up next, we get into the Cavs as they're on an impressive win streak and battling back in the Eastern Conference to catch the Boston Celtics. We react to see how good are LeBron and the Cavs now. This is Spot on Sports. We'll be back in a moment.